the Starship program that Elon Musk is currently heading with SpaceX. So, just kind of go over some topics here. I just want to talk about what the importance of getting to Mars is for. It's kind of important for us to be a multiplanetary system just in case something were to happen here on Earth. We have another planet as a backup. And not only that, but humans do push the boundaries of possibilities in this world every day. So it's kind of time to push it outside of this world. Elon Musk is a great example. He is currently working with SpaceX. Like I said, he is the CEO of SpaceX, and he is starting a new program called Starship. Pretty much the whole basis of Starship is to get us to Mars and colonize it. Starship's whole goal is to be able to launch from Earth, go to Mars, and come back safely. The way Starship works, Starship is going to launch from one of many spaceports around the nation in the future. They're hoping around 10 to 20 years. When it launches, it will launch off a launch platform, and it will be on top of what's called a Super Heavy booster. The Super Heavy booster will actually return to Earth once the Starship gets into orbit. Once Starship gets in orbit, it will then launch off to Mars, and it's going to be about a several-month journey from there. While that's happening, the Super Heavy will actually come back down to Earth, land, and be reused. So for the next several months, it will be traveling to Mars, and then once it gets to Mars, it will do what's called an entry burn in Mars, in Mars's atmosphere, where it will do a belly flop. And so that belly flop maneuver actually helps it to slow down. It just creates a big surface area. That way it can slow down through the atmosphere. And as soon as it gets done with that, then what happens is it will turn its rockets on and it will further slow it down until touchdown with the ground at Mars. Then they'll spend time doing science and stuff like that on Mars. Once they get done with that, it's time for liftoff to get back to Earth. And once they do that, what ends up happening is they actually just ignite their engines and it just comes back up like it would launching off Earth. However, it would be a little bit easier because Mars's gravity is a little bit less than Earth's, so not as much force pushing down on the Starship. So once it gets back in the atmosphere, then it'll do an orbit around Mars and slingshot its way back to Earth. And it's going to take about several months to get back here. And then it'll do the same exact maneuvers that it did to get on Mars, which is a big belly flop, and then it will flip around, and then it will land at another spaceport. And hopefully, within the next, like I said, 10 to 20 years, we'll have multiple spaceports around this nation. And all the starships will be reused. So the big key about getting to Mars and getting back from Mars safely is reusability. If we can reuse it, that will cut down on the budget, that will cut down on cost, or that will cut down on manpower and stuff like that, material, everything like that. So reusability really is key to get to Mars. Starship really is the future of spaceflight. I do see it going somewhere one day. It's really exciting to watch. So if y'all are interested in anything like that, I would highly suggest it. Y'all have a good night. Thank you.